Hey guys, Demolish134 here, and today we're taking a look at the Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Knockout. And I say Deluxe Class loosely because here he is next to a Scout Class. This guy is tiny. Absolutely tiny. I mean, this is Hubcap, this is a Scout Class, and this is Knockout, a Deluxe Class, which is a lot more than a Scout Class. This is about $6.99 in shops. This is $12.99, and look at the size of them. That's not cool, man. I really don't like that, but, you know, if you let go of the size, he's a fairly good figure. I really do like this guy. I mean, the robot mode is a lot taller than a Scout Class, but the vehicle mode, I mean, it's just so compact. I mean, what the hell's going on here? Really wish they weren't. I mean, I can understand figures get smaller, but the fact that, you know, he's gone down an entire, you know, class, that really bugs me. But anyway, here is Knockout, and I really do like this figure. There's something about it that I really like. Now, he's a Scout Class sized, but he has, you know, all of the deluxe sort of engineering, so this guy can be very fiddly at times because he's so small. There's not a lot of space to move parts, and it really does start to get fiddly during the transformation. But the vehicle mode is fairly cool. I really do like it. I think it's supposed to be like an Aston Martin or something. I have no idea. Now the paint job is kind of messed up. I find it really odd that, you know, the one character in the show that prides himself on his paint job has got the worst one out of all the Prime line. It bugs me, to be honest. I mean, Knockout has always been the one in the show that just prides himself on the way his paint job looks, and yeah, he's got the worst paint job on probably all of the figures I've seen from the Prime line. On the plus side though, he is accurate to the episode Tunnel Vision. Okay, so Knockout's transformation is fairly complex, but it is very annoying to get back to vehicle mode. Not so much to robot mode, but we'll give it a shot, eh? Anyway, first thing I'm going to do is going to pull the legs out from the back here, like so, split them. Going to rotate these pieces all the way around, like so. Unpeg the feet. They are literally just little triangles. And you're going to rotate them around like that, and then just sort of, I don't know, sit them there like that. And there we have a leg. Do the same again on the other side, rotate this around, and there are his legs. And now for the tricky part, the arms. I mean, it's not exactly tricky, I mean, it's fiddly. I mean, to be honest, it definitely gets annoying. Anyway, what we're going to do is going to unpeg the arms, I'm going to rotate them down, like that. Then, I'm going to try and maneuver them out, like that. So that, you know, you swap the wheel, and you just rotate it out. And that's kind of a pain, because usually the ball joint pops off. I got lucky that time. Anyway, next we're going to do, rotate it out here. Just play around with it until you get it right. Rotate that back in, fold the arm around, and there we have an arm. Now the instructions just tell you to just sort of leave this out so you don't fold it back in again. And the arms end up looking, I don't know, something like that. And that looks awful. So I'm just going to have it how I like it, like that. Anyway, I do the same again on this side. Rotate this piece out, flip out the hand, fold that back in, and fold over the arm, like so. And there are the arms. Okay, now that we have done the arms, what we're going to do, rotate that piece out there, fold that all the way out, like so. And this bit's kind of weird. You end up sort of pulling these pieces out. Sorry, I've got really bad hiccups. Rotate this piece down. It's kind of a pain in the arse. It's also a pain in the arse to get the head out. Well, at least to me it is. Right, fold the head out like that. I'm going to take the section, peg that into the little slot there, take these pieces, and these pieces will literally sort of wrap around him, and that'll just sort of hold everything together. They do sort of peg in. So that's pretty cool. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take these pieces, and we're just going to sort of angle them in. I mean, they do sort of peg in. I mean, I say sort of, because they do come out fairly easily, but, you know, you can get them to peg in reasonably well. And it looks fairly decent, to be honest. I mean, it's not fantastic, the robot mode is not fantastic by any means, but, I mean, you can get him looking, I mean, fairly decent, and that's okay. But anyway, there is Knockout in his robot mode. Now, initially when I saw pictures of this guy and I saw reviews, I really didn't like the look of this robot mode, but when you have him in person, he grows on you, and I don't know why, but I do really sort of like this. I really like the way he looks, I like the way the chest transforms. It's an all-round, it's a fairly solid figure. I mean, the only real problem I have with this robot mode are the arms. because they're a little bit, you know, a little bit too beefy and the hands are a little bit too big. But I mean, he looks fine to me. You can take this silly snap-on battle spear and you can peg it into his hand. It takes a lot of messing around to do it though, because it always falls apart, so it's best to just do it in sections and then try your hardest to get this on. There you go, and that's in. I mean, it looks it's okay when it's, you know, when it's in place. It looks fine, but I mean, it's just, it doesn't really work well as a weapon, to be honest. It kind of looks dumb. I mean, what the hell is that? That looks like a piece of shit. Literally, I'm not kidding, it looks like a piece of shit. What's going on? For articulation, Knockout's head is on a bit of a ball joint, so it can rotate a couple of different ways. It can go left and right, but it's very hindered, to be honest. But, you know, it serves its purpose. Knockout has a ball joint up here, bend here at the elbow, can actually rotate up here as well. Ball jointed hand, so you can move that however you want him. No waist articulation, unfortunately. He's got a ball joint up here, swivel joint, bend at the knee, and the feet can actually pivot here, and they're also on a bit of a ball joint, so you can move them any which way you want. So he does have some fairly decent articulation. Now, like I said, in robot mode, Knockout does gain a bit of height. You can see here his hubcap, so it does gain a bit of a height. So, I mean, that's good. I mean, the robot mode is fairly decent size. It's just the vehicle mode. It's tiny. Okay, so that is about it for Knockout's robot mode. So let's get him transformed back into his vehicle mode. Now this is definitely a pain in the arse, especially this top bit here and getting the arms in. Anyway, first we're going to do, start small. We're going to rotate the feet up, like so, and they do sort of peg in. There's a little notch in there that they peg into. Rotate the rear of the car around, and peg those back together, just like that. And there we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to unpeg this section, sort of rotate it up like that, sort of push his head in, and I don't know, just get these out of the way. It's a pain in the arse to do this. I really don't enjoy transforming this guy back to vehicle mode. Anyway, I'm going to do that. That's all pegged together like that. Okay. Fold the head in like that. And that is the front of the car. Now for the tricky bit, the arms. I'm going to rotate these around first, actually. Let's get these back in first. Then, I'm going to open this up, fold in the hand, and open this back out. And I'm going to attempt to do this. I've never done this first time before, and I probably won't get it this time, either. Actually, I might do. There we go. Perfect. Managed to do that, you know, fairly easily. Normally it takes me ages, but anyway, I'm going to do the same again. Now I've probably forgotten how to do it already. Rotate that around, open up this piece, flip up the hand, rotate this. This is a learning curve for me as well, don't worry. Now what? It sort of rotates in and around. Oh god, here we go. I don't want to break it. I don't know. Really don't want to break the toy. Right, why is it supposed to rotate? Oh, come on, I just did it. Okay, so after copious amounts of fiddling around with it, I have managed to do it. Get it in line. Anyway, let's just peg this together, and this is... yeah. Really don't want to break those tabs. That's definitely not a bad idea. Well, it's not a good idea, no. Shut up, I'm going to be quiet now. Anyway, now all that's left to do is peg in the legs. Like so, and there is Knockout back in the tiny, really compact vehicle mode. Now I can't quite remember if I showed this off before, but you can actually take the snap-on battle spear, as it says, and peg it onto the side of the vehicle mode, and that really doesn't improve the look of it, to be honest. And you can't even peg it on both sides, so yeah, this weapon sucks. But that is it for Knockout. Now I hope you enjoyed this review, guys, and I really do highly recommend Knockout. He's a lot of fun to mess around with. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.